Alright, there we go. Welcome to Fighter Fridays. Just like last week, we were playing Them's Fightin' Herds, because that was our last big update we got. We'll probably get, I know that Melty Blood is getting another update. There we go. And then Melty Blood is getting getting an update next Friday, but next Friday is starting my week-long break, so we'll probably resume on, what would that be, the 19th, or let me check my calendar here. Be the 26th will be the next fighting game, so who knows what it's going to look like then. And this is, almost called a rarity. This is Velvet's Town. Kind of spooky. But in just like the isolation sense and not so much the spooky fun Halloween sense. Will say I do like these pixel lobbies in concept. It's a lot of it's a very creative way to go about this system. I don't know if I'm seeing things. Ooh, got a treasure box. I wasn't able to start early this time, and it's probably not immediately obvious. Oh wow, the ice makes you slip and slide. That's pretty cool. Chocolate chunk. Blue stones. Let's look at the different stuff. Thank you, Fila. 3D glasses. These are pretty fun. Please, nothing jumps out at me though. I don't know, if y'all see something you like, just let me know and we'll wear it for a bit. Right now though, I would like to find some of the more noteworthy things. Oh, I bet this is where, yeah. What, can I activate it? Yes, I can. Huh. Interesting. So I guess any player could just start it. Good to know. I don't know that I'm going to do this all night. I just wanted to fire it up as a start. Okay, so that's our third dynamite. So our open chest, and then B is to mine salt. I'll be honest, this is probably my favorite thing about this game currently. I would like to try like some ranked proper once it's a thing, but I like this mode a lot right now for like what you can do in game right now. Hey, Izzy Belly. It's that time, right? Oh, alright, let's do it. Do I remember how to play this game? Hopefully. Perfect KO. I did, yes. It wasn't much, but it should hold me over for the stream. we doing this? Alright, let's just do it. Huh. Yeah, just individual hits, that's all it took.
Just getting started.
Nice. Yeah, I was just saying that the reason I didn't get home on time is because, well, you know what was going on. Like I had I had a flat. My which is to say, my tire exploded. I thought it was just a flat. But once I actually got out and I saw that the whole side had been blown off, and thankfully I do remember how to change a tire. It's been a while, but I managed to pull it off. And then I basically like drove very slowly because even the spare was pretty flat. I think I averaged maybe 25 miles an hour, and drove to the tire place and just kind of left it. I ended up being 2 hours late for work, which that sucked because I didn't have enough PTO to cover. So I just kind of had to talk to my boss and hopefully, no, I didn't crash, thankfully. It wasn't that bad, and like even though my my car did go a little off center, it wasn't enough for me to lose my lane. So like the only thing that would have like made me nervous is if I had to slam on my brakes, because then like that might have been problematic. But I didn't, so I got to pull over and like just not be happy about the situation for a while, and then you know, throws, man. Yeah, it's no fun. But once like I was out and like I was pulled over, it was morning, so traffic was kind of like going, but nobody really like got it. You know, they moved over when they could, and no one got close to me or anything, which was nice. Huh? Yes, I appreciate that. I hadn't gotten to that part of the story yet, though. Like, I was still pulled over, and like my trunk. First thing I did was I checked and made sure that I had a spare, because I didn't even know. Like, I had this car for years and just never hit that position where like I needed to change my tire. But thankfully I did, and it was in good condition. I didn't have to pull it out of a pool of rust like on my old Toyota in high school. So that part was nice. And then let's see. So I pulled out the little tire iron, and I pulled out the oh, there's a lot of salt over here. I pulled out the jack, and I got to work. And I gotta say, that was a lot harder than I remembered being. I don't know if I just got old or just like too out of shape, but I had to sit down next to the car and do it instead of like be up and you know, going at it. Yeah, it's scary, but thankfully that didn't happen. It wasn't like I crashed. It's just suddenly, I didn't even actually hear it like blow up, which is why I didn't think it was an explosion or anything. Like, I didn't think the tire blew up. I just thought what happened was like it got flat, and suddenly my car was wanting to go right. So I was holding on. I was like, oh, and I heard the sound and I felt the bumps, and I was like, Yeah, you really gotta get her over here if you want the camera to see her. Unfortunately, there you go. Okay, Skeeters. Oh, she got scared. Poor bug. Yeah. But yeah, once I was like down there and I started, she's okay. She's all right. She just got a little nervous, but you know, she's okay. I always feel bad when like we have to take her somewhere because she really doesn't like leaving the apartment. Like she starts like howling and like she'll just be shaking and we'll have to be holding her otherwise she just like gets really freaked out and it just breaks my heart. But you know, she's happy most of the time, so that's good. Huh? Yeah. She's a crybaby. Oh, oh, we don't use crates. Like Ava just carries her. That's true. It's even worse if she's in a crate. I've never actually seen it happen, but that's what I'm told. Wait, you said again? Oh yeah, I remember that when she had her little like handle crate from before. But yeah, right. No, I had a cat when we were moving one time. Like she was riding with us in the car without a crate, and like she got nervous, she got really scared, and like she just dug into my thigh, like pretty deep. That was not happy. That's not a happy time for me. I don't blame her because she was scared, but it just hurt, and I remember that. So I don't say crates are bad. It's just with Skittles, she's actually pretty okay if you're holding her. Like she doesn't get so scared that she'll hurt you. So she's okay. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was cool. This guy threw a piece of TNT at me. What a cool guy. Didn't hurt that much though. It's funny. Yeah. They definitely don't want to be contained. Like not like that. But huh? She does like going through drive-throughs, and all the drive-through reps get really excited when they see her. I mean, why wouldn't they? She's a fluffy kitty. Whoop. I forgot this is a range. Did that by accident, but I'll take it. Man, I got. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw a stick of dynamite. Well, I got one of them. Cool. So far, so good. Congrats. I'm trying to remember if there's a good thing at 65, but I don't recall specifically. Uh-oh. Scary things happening. Oh no, we're changing to phase 5. What are you doing? I was about to say, did you get trapped? Get the big one first. I said the big one. There we go. But yeah, what's like really the hard part was getting the jack under there. That's actually when I ripped my pant leg, and unfortunately that part sucked because that just means these pants are done. I'm gonna have to get new pants because right now, like, it's actually really bad timing. I my favorite pair of like the blue pants, the legs ripped, like the bottom where the seam where the shoe. Well, I guess the bottom of the pants. I don't know what those are called. That got like torn up, and then the button on my green pants came off. I know these are like simple fixes, but a lot of our stuff is still in boxes, so it's not so simple, and they haven't been fixed. And then this down my knee is ripped, and I don't think there's really fixing that. I mean, I guess there is technically, but versus Oleander. Not as bad as it could have been. Oh, another pony. Another ungulate versus violet. Easy. I'll stick mine in here. But, you know, I eventually did get the car. I mean, that one was terrible. Like, what happened was I couldn't quite see where the point where the jack was supposed to go was, and it's like basically just this little bit of metal that's under the door frame. Oops, did not mean to do that. Little bear. Oh well, I didn't get it done. It's got combos. Whew. Need that healing. Wow, 2. Oh, we're doing this. Let's go. Versus the bear. Wow. Don't know how to cheese with the bear. Yep, that's that. I did very little damage to the boss bear, but I got a little bonus out of it, so I'll take it. And I did get some treasure, so that was nice. Oop, and yeah. Oh wow, guess we're doing this again. Alright, where was I in the story? Um, right. I did eventually, even after my pants ripped, it was from sitting on, like, down next to the car. Oh, yeah, go do that if you need to. I'll just leave him to deal with that. Oh, okay. So I can keep going. That's a good... He used to do so much damage. So once I got the car, I finally found it, and I was twisting it with my hand to figure out where it was, like, gripping the car, and I was like, okay, cool, so that got it. And then I went and grabbed the tire iron, which has a little bit at the end where, like, you run it through the jack, and then you can put the actual iron, like, so that you can twist it like a crank, and it makes it easier. But even then, it was still pretty difficult. Like, I had to sit next to the car and do it so that I wasn't, like, tiring myself out too much. And that part, you know, probably was the most tiring part. And then once, like, the car was jacked up, and I could usually tell when I can't see the wheel touching the road anymore. It's like, okay, it's up. It's as up as it's gonna get. I'm trying to remember because this was like early this morning. I feel like I had like a whole day since then. Um, right, so it was jacked. It was jacked up. So I went and I do this thing with the tire iron to actually. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it can because it's this little piece of metal, but it starts closing in and it will pick the car up. It's the craziest thing. But yeah, they do say for safety, don't get under it. Don't run the engine while it's on there because. You know, it'll do it, but it won't do it like that. So you don't wanna push it. But yeah, it's enough to lift the corner up so you can get to the tire, and that's nice. So I took the tire and I do this thing where like I have to actually stand on it, not like full on both feet, but I'll like put my foot on it and I'll really like lean in and like kick my leg out to loosen the lug nut. And once it eventually does, then it's pretty easy to remove. But I didn't do it right, like, and I realized it as I was doing it. Because after I took that first one off, all the other ones had like this almost like this loud like clicking sound. When I did eventually get it loose enough to pull off the tire, I was like, oh, what you want to do is if there's 5, you want to do a star pattern and don't go like in a circle. I went in a circle and a circle was bad. So you want to like release the tension as evenly as you can, as opposed to all on one side and then all on the other side, if that makes sense. So, and this might be obvious to you, but like, it was something that was like, it escaped me at the time. At least, until I was doing it, then I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't be doing it like this. And I put it back on, I put it on, well, that's a little bit later. I did that part better at least, but anyway. So I pulled it off. Thankfully, that part was easy. I actually remember having a lot of difficulty with that on a previous car, trying to get the. Oh, let me see if I can get like a visual aid here. Let's see. Draw something maybe. Like, imagine this book has like this 4-corner book. Hang on, I gotta fight this wolf. Alright, imagine the 4 corners of this book here are like lug nuts, which are basically screws. Like if you know what a screw is, it's like that. I did this, then this, then this, then this. I should have done like this, then this, then this, then this. And that way, like, because tires are really screwed into the car. Like they're really solidly fastened. Obviously, that's important because we want the wheels to stay on. But basically, when you're taking them off like that, you're going from really tight to really loose, but only on one side. Like it's not balanced, and like when that happens, like things can crack, and we definitely don't want that. That's not good. That's not good at all. But anyway, so that was kind of my why that was a bad thing. No, thankfully it didn't. And not that it mattered because the tire was broken already. So like I guess it could have broken the axle, which is the part that attaches to the car, and that's even worse. But thankfully nothing, to my knowledge, bad happened there. I haven't had it for very long, so maybe something bad did happen, and I'll find out later. But as far as getting the tire off, I was able to get the tire off, and then getting the spare on was pretty simple. Like I just basically reversed the process. I used the same ones that I took off the tire because the spares don't come with their own set, so you just basically have to reuse what you used. Unfortunately, I put it on backwards. It didn't hurt anything to my knowledge, but the guy at the tire shop did tell me, like, did you do this yourself? You put them on backwards. I'm like, oh. But yeah. So I think it's to protect the axle. So basically I did 2 bad things for the axle. But I guess hopefully it doesn't matter too much. And it shouldn't matter in any case because I'm going to be selling the car pretty soon. So But I got the spare on. I got back in the car, and the first thing, like, pretty quickly, the car warns me that the anti-lock brake system isn't working anymore, which I'm guessing is just because of the spare. Terrible. Ooh. All right. Yeah, the sensors on the tires are pretty good, I gotta say. For a commuter car, it did its job. But yeah, so I was driving super slow. Like I normally, yeah. When my dad comes next Friday, he's bringing the car with him. So yeah, I'll get it then. I don't know if I'll be driving it much because he'll probably be driving it. But once he leaves, it's mine. So you know, I'm excited because he's gonna be flying back. Where's that treasure box? I know there's one here. Oh, there's another player here too. You probably got it. Well, he wants to fight for it. Let's do it. 200! Oh wait, that was normal. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see how he plays with Arizona. Ooh, he was ready for that. Did you just give up? Huh. Oh, is it two things or a book with an eye? I don't know. Anywho, yeah, so I got the spare on. I got the warning. I noticed the car was acting funky. So, like, normally on a spare, you don't want to go very fast at all. Like, I think you want to cap out at, like, 40 miles an hour. So it's very slow. But I was worried even then because it still felt funky. So, like, I was going maybe 25, 30 miles an hour. And I got on Google and I said, hey, like, where's the closest discount tire store? And because that's where I got my last tires. And it sent me to this area, like, across the bridge. I was like, oh, good, there's a discount tire store not far from here. So I went, and it turned out being a Target because they sell discount tire parts. I was like, great, that's not helpful at all. But you know, I went to the next one, and thankfully I made it okay. And then I found out that it wasn't like one of my bad tires that went out, because like I had tires that I knew I need to replace soon. Like they're like, I think like 5-inch treads, which you wanted to replace at 4-inch. And I think this was like last month when I checked. But the treads were now at 4 inches, so it was time to replace them. And of course the one that popped was one of the good ones, the one that had 6-inch treads. So, you know, I ended up replacing 3 tires today, which kind of sucked because this was my check where I wasn't having to spend it all on expenses, but now I did. So, unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, after that, I was gonna call an Uber, and then Ava responded to me when I said the tire exploded and offered to come bring me to work. So I got to save money on the ride share, which is nice. I ended up buying both of us breakfast. Yeah, that when my pants ripped, I got worried because I thought like, I mean, I don't want to like scare you, but like I had moments where like I was like digging stuff out of my trunk so I could get to my spare tire, and I was like, man, someone could just rear end me right now, and that would just be like a car sandwich. But that didn't happen. Or like I would be like crouching next to the car, and it's all on the driver's side. So like there's just freeway right behind me. There's like someone falls asleep a little bit, you know, someone like misinterprets where the lane is, someone just gets a little too friendly, and like I could get hurt, like really badly hurt. But thankfully nothing happened. It was okay. Yeah. No, Ava got a bad wreck. It wasn't her fault, but like it was really scary. But yeah, no, it was all good. The only thing that got hurt was my bank account, which is no fun, but it's better than the alternative, so it's okay. Where? I need some health. I need a life box. Did I just go in a big circle and not see anything new? There we go. Another one, perfect. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm glad she was able to grab me. Nothing to it. Yeah, it's funny. She actually messaged me while I was updating my password on the Uber app because I just opened it for the first time on my new phone. So yeah, that was a stroke of. She caught me right in the nick of time. In other words. I didn't. I mean, I wasn't expecting you to help me. I just was like, I just wanted you to know, like, this happened. Don't worry, I'm okay. And then just go on with my day because I didn't want to bug you. You're at work, so easy enough. I figured I could handle it, which I would have. It would have cost it would have cost more, but I would have got the Uber, would have gotten back home, and then either Ubered back or like took the light rail or something. It would have been fine. I just didn't want a light rail there because it would have taken forever. I'm just gonna hang out, and maybe someone will join or get on this thing with me. Whew. But yes, 3 new tires. Hopefully no damage to the axle. And good to go. And they told me it's funny. I actually thought about buying 4 just so everything could be level. Like you want things. You usually when you buy 1 tire, you want to just get 2 so that like your fronts are new and your rears are new. Yes, I would like to battle. Let's do it. I'm not AFK. I'm here. Good connection. Yeah.
Take your
Hey there, Angelina.
Shanty. That key's as good as mine.
I don't know. I just didn't want to like bother anybody. Like I knew I could handle it, and I wanted to handle it. It's just
Give me the key.
I didn't want to, or rather, it's not that I didn't. I wanted to be the one to do it myself. I just didn't want to put other people off. Like I didn't want to inconvenience people.
Just getting started.
And like the hard part was done. Like to me, putting the spare on was the hard part. And once that was done, it's like everything else is easy. It's like I can relax now because the hard part's over. Like. Weird. I thought that was a hit. Rollback. Must have been. Skittles was very mouthy when we got home, but like I got home late because tire Mageddon, but. That was silly.
ashamed you were beaten by the base.
Yeah, Skittles is doing good though. She
Round
was
two.
she was very happy this morning when I gave her some fresh food from the new bag. She was out yesterday, and I went and got some from the store. Ooh. Does a lot of damage.
That's right. Make one run, team spun and for the seas. Final round. Fight.
Ah, the round 3 music, and this stage in particular, I love it.
It's over now.
That was a cross-up I didn't even realize until I hit a button. I was like, oh.
Make one run, team spun and for the seas. Shanty wins.
Yeah, I think Oleander's stage is still my favorite music. It was a close match though. Do it again. Count it down.
Take your pick. Shanty. Captain on the bridge. Well, not yet, but soon.
Soon.
Me dare to take what's mine. Let us break the ice. Round one. Fight.
That was good. She starts, like, she runs, she's like really rolling. It's pretty cool.
Round two. Fight.
Wow, that was really bad.
If it ain't bolted down, it's fair game. Shanty wins.
I wish I knew who Shanty was based off of. I wonder, they probably said at some point, and it just never Never made the connection. I know their first DLC character was going to be Spike, or their first post-launch character was going to be Spike. I don't think they were going to charge. Well, DLC is download content. It doesn't necessarily imply a cost. But yeah.
Take your pick. Shanty. Ain't no treasure safe
But
for
it's
me.
hard for me to imagine Spike fighting like this, you know? But I don't... it might just be a completely
I'm here to
original
take what's
creation
mine. Let us
that they
break
thought
the
up later.
ice. Round one. Fight.
Oh, maybe.
That's right. Make one run, teams running for the sea.
I bet they would have made Gilda a character eventually.
Round two.
She might have been fun. You know what's bad? Like, I'll be... I don't know why, but like, she's been in my mind like all week. Just here and there. Not like a lot, but just like I'll remember something she said or something she did. And one line in particular is when she was like in the market and like playing a trick on Granny Smith, and then she says like to the shopkeeper, "This ain't fresh, dude." I just remember that line in particular. It's really funny to me. Yeah, she was ready for that this time.
Looking swiftly.
Man, at some point they're gonna include supers, like level 3 supers that are just like spectacle. And I've seen some of them, and they are gonna be spectacle. So I'm excited. I'm very excited for when those are ready. It's already a very nice looking game, but like seeing those kinds of little touches, I think is really gonna help a lot. Oh, hey, we got a salt chest. What skitters? What, Becky? I don't know. That's one thing they learned. Unfortunately, like years ago when the game was coming out and they gave release dates and they kept having to push it back. They basically said after a while, no more release dates. We're not going to tell you anything. It's just going to come out when it comes out. I mean, we'll tell you when it's done, and we're just like giving a date. But they're not going to speculate on how long it's going to take them to do something anymore because they never hit the date. So they're like, we're just not going to do it. I'm like, okay. That's cool. So unfortunately, we just don't know. Now that they have a roadmap where they say like, this is the order we want to do things, and that's how I know it's coming because, you know, it's on that roadmap. But the big things I'm waiting for is more story and the level 3 supers with the spectacle. Because people like that. Like, you want it to be solid and you want it to feel good. You want it to have, like, be balanced. Like, all the characters have something about them and everyone wants to play the characters and get good at the characters. And you want it to be, like, you want it to have depth where people can spend hours and hours and hours learning how to play these characters and discover something new or some new trick or some new combo. And that's great. Like that's how you make a great fighting game. But that doesn't like sell copies, you know? What you want is something that will make casuals happy.
Shanty.
Like
That
the
tea's as
game,
good
the
as
fact that the
mine.
game looks really good is good. The music being as like varied as it is really good. Um, these pixel lobbies are great. The story mode is great. Like that's all casual stuff, and you want that because that's what sells games. But like that level 3 spectacle, like when someone's looking over your shoulder and they see something big and they go, "Whoa, that's so cool!" That's big. That's big for casuals too, and you want that. You want to sell games,
Round one. Fight.
but you also want the other stuff. But I think too often they pick only one of those things and not the other. But you gotta have both. I mean, you can have one and but even that is like, you just walking. You're playing Tianho. You're supposed to like be in my face too. Oh, you're just watching me. Okay, I got it.
Heyo. That's right.
You don't agree?
Run, King's Fun and Ford and Seas.
What, Skitters?
Round two. Fight.
Oh, Skitters, you made a stinky.
Behind ya.
Whoa! I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to perfect you.
That's right.
I was just playing the game.
Ford and Seas.
That was perfect.
That was perfect. Wow, I wasn't trying to embarrass anybody. I'm not great at pronouncing Chinese names. I think it's Chanho. Not certain though. We'll see. I didn't want to play anymore. Skittles, you're stinky. Yeah, she laid a stinker. I don't know where. What's up? Oh, she's not. It's a Tienhuo. Might be Chanhua? Huh? T? Oh, Tianhua? 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 Huo. Maybe. I'm doubting myself now. Come on, fight me for the box. No one wants to fight me for the box. We both get more just because of a fight. Alright, that's fine. Who was that? I don't remember that character. Chenpo from Mulan? Oop, we got another one. We're just like stealing salt today. Oh. Okay, it still counts. That's funny. Fight me for the box! Fight me for the box! No. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Don't think there's gonna be any more, but I'll look. It's been a long time since I've seen that film. Which is funny because, like, they'll sometimes get on a Disney kick at work and, like, they'll just play movies, like, back to back. And for a while, like, it's funny though, through the month of September, they played a bunch of Halloween movies. And then they were bored of Halloween by Halloween. And I'm just like, that's not how you do it. It's like the ladies in processing are already playing Mariah Carey. And I'm like, no, it's too early. Although I don't see anyone getting tired of Christmas, even if it was, like, year-round. Because some people are just Christmas insane. Which, that's fine. If it makes you happy, go for it. But it's just not me. Like, I'm thinking, you know, the more you can push it towards the actual holiday date, I think the more special it becomes. But Some things take a lot of time. Like if you're gonna decorate your house, you know, beginning of December, end of November, that's fine. I don't do that because I live in apartments. Although even if I get a condo, like I might decorate my window, but that would probably be my limit. A lot of times they'll have rules against that. Why are you AFK me after like no time? I'm here. Do you just want me to play buttons? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to last us the full 3 hours. Here's an idea. How about we could do this for a little bit longer, and then we do the second half in Guilty Gear Strive. How do we like that idea? Any thoughts? Any criticisms? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Yeah. I gotta say, like, it's been too long since I strived, and it's like, it's been less exciting. It's not like, it's not something I can easily justify because it's been so long since, do you want me to watch that? I mean, last time I did that, I felt like it was probably very boring. Like, everybody left. They were just like, screw this. It's gonna be all about PvP and crafters and gatherers for Endwalker. Although there's a non-zero chance they're gonna throw a big story thing in there. And so I have mixed feelings about that too, where like, they did one for Shadowbringers, and it actually spoiled something about halfway through. I don't want to tell you because you haven't seen it yet, but it was spoiled for me 2 weeks before the game came out because at E3 they were just like, hey, check out this trailer. And it's just, oh, that's intense. Well, I guess that's the thing. And then I saw it in the game, I was just like, yeah, I've seen this. So it's like, it had less of a kick. So I definitely understand like that mentality that you don't want to see it. And they didn't say anything, but I don't think they said anything at E3 last time either. So it just kind of dropped on us. It was a surprise. Like, whoa. And honestly, it would probably be happening right now, or at least soon after. I'm yawning. I don't know. What would you like to see? Like, is there anything in particular you'd like to see? Since this is... I would actually be really happy when this game gets ranked. Huh, I don't think this was here before. Maybe it was. So that we're not in lobbies the whole time. I know what I can do. I can do the cave again. Oh, I don't know how many people would want to do this. You know what's sad? The job trailer one was really boring. Because they did the trailer, and that was fun, and then they talked about it, but it took so long. The way they did it, they turned like, I don't know, maybe an hour of content into like 7 hours of streaming, and it's just like, alright, enough already. And that's why I remembered I don't watch the live letters live, because there's a lot of fluff and like only a little bit of substance. You know, you're being a little too straightforward. You need to like pad it with like talking about how tired you are or how like you're trying to read chat, but like you complain about how chat's going too fast. Yeah. Oopsie. There we go. And then you gotta say basically nothing, and then wait for the translator to translate that. And you do occasionally get some interesting tidbits with that, but it's just a lot of time. And I just prefer to read the like synopses later that other people write, because it tends to be more what I'm looking for. Now I will say one thing. When I went back and looked at the like the re-recording, and I found the part that I cared about, which was Red Mage, because I didn't stay up till like 3 a.m. to watch that part live. I did hear some things that weren't in the slides, and you know, that was interesting. But then like we got it all later, like when the actually this was actually kind of surprising, was that a lot of the people who did the media tour stuff didn't like focus on tooltips, and I think that was Square Enix like kind of learning their lesson from Stormblood or Shadowbringers, where like there was a lot of people doing that, and they're like, hey, don't do that. And everyone, that's why there was that disclaimer on every video, like, hey, we don't want you to know that this is a development build. All changes, all these things are subject to change, so don't pay too much attention to, you know, like potencies or like numbers or anything like that, because that might change. In my experience, it hasn't changed much. So I would just say it's a good idea, even if it's not, you know, ideal. What? What? 2 weeks? Why? They didn't say, they just said, hey. Hey, remember when we said November 19th? Just kidding. Yeah, but like, you took time off, didn't you? Oh no. Right. I might have taken time off if I would have had it. It's like right now too. Like they waited a long time to announce this delay. Yeah. Like as soon as they knew, like, I don't know if we're gonna do this. They must have found something horrible. Yeah, apparently 2 weeks. So now it's coming out on the December 3rd. Wow. That's like a what? No. Yeah. I suppose. But now like Endwalker is gonna be right up on like Rune Factory 4. Well, I know, but I gotta play them both at the same time. I probably was. But at least I might have been finished by MSQ by then, maybe. No. Maybe not. Man, that's unfortunate. What a way to hear about that. Okay, so 2 week delay, December 3rd is the now early access date. So I gotta wait even longer. Oh, wait, that means I gotta delay my finale. That sucks. I've been setting this up. Huh? I know I don't have to, but I will. Alright, cool. So, that gives me more time to do a proper long form for what I have planned to set up the finale. It's just like 2 more weeks, there's 2 more long forms, so I'll take it. What am I going to do with it? I think I know what I want to do with it, honestly. So yeah. I'll turn this what I was going to write tomorrow into a proper fight. And then I can turn that into like an actual thing. Yeah, alright. That works out. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud because like that kind of throws a wrench into my plans. I wish they'd have told us sooner. Man, I was panicking last week because like, oh, I gotta hurry and set all this stuff up, and then I started like planning and writing, and like things are now getting there, but then it's like, oh, 2-week delay. You do, that's true. That's good for you. Like you getting time to catch up is always good. And it'll give me time to finish Bosnia, which I probably wasn't going to be able to before, but now I will. Probably. Hopefully. So yeah, it works. No, I engaged you. You don't have time to call somebody. I don't ever see any palm players. Get some help. So yeah, give 2 extra weeks to play critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. I don't remember the whole thing well enough to just like recite it. I'm just running from the snake at this point. He's gonna catch me now though. XD. Treasure box. Oh no! Let me have my treasure. Where's the treasure? There it is. 400! Alright, that's an expensive one. Really? Unchallenged. Okay. It's a cowboy hat. Yeah. Another treasure box. 200. And a crown with a light switch? That's fun. Seems cruel to use dynamite on them, but there you go. I'm a goat. Did they come from here? Yeah. But there was more salt to be had. It's exciting, but it's not that much more salt, I feel like. Ooh, treasure. Oh, wow. Fluffers was ready to play. There it is. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Can't believe how much damage he did to me. Predators can't swim. You know, I think the timer is the timer for like the whole run, not just what phase you're on. I think as the number of predators goes down, the battles get harder, but the treasures become more numerous, maybe. So I feel like it's actually probably good to take them out as quickly as you can, just so you get more. So it makes some sense in retrospect. All right, what? Hat slot. Here Here we go. Enlightenment. Anything new on this slot? Not really. Or that one. I don't know if I like the hat now that I'm wearing it, but oh well. It's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to take a little break, and then we will go to Blaze Blue. Looks like the reason for the delay is just to make sure that like everything's gonna be ideal for the launch, which makes sense because a bad launch is just leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Anywho, yeah, let's change things up a little bit. Okay. Let's excuse me. Let's do some strive. Gotta wait until we get to the title screen so it's not as
Guilty Gear Strive.
yeah, hey, that works. Works for you, works for me. Let's see, so that means so it gives me 3 Saturdays, 13th, 20th, and 27th. 27th becomes the new finale. So 13th and 20th become lead-in. Man, that's gonna feel like Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, hey, we're ready for me to have you guys here see me now. Alright, let's do it. Back to live, which this is not gonna work right away. No, not that one, that one. There we go. Yep, of course game capture doesn't work. Let me see if I can get that fixed. Do you know it's Guilty Gear? Yes, okay, cool. It's gonna be interesting to think of like the speed of them's fighting herds compared to Strive. I feel like they're similar, but I'm not certain. You know, I thought about that initially, but like, no matter what, I'm gonna be blocking something. probably critical, just because of how these games are. It was actually from watching Maximilian's stream that I figured, okay, we'll just have the game take up part of the frame, and then every other element just be its own part. And I think that probably works better. I know sometimes the game takes like full. I don't know. Do you think it looks too small the way it is? Because like it's going to be a 720 stream no matter what. Just because that's that's just kind of the way of things. So it's not like we're not like we're cutting pixels here as far as the stream quality. Maybe that will change one day, but for now, we're just dealing with Ooh. Man, this is bad. That's terrible. The connection issues at the start threw me off, but that second round I don't really have a good excuse. It's just like, I couldn't figure out what to do about that move, and I'm still kind of remembering my Guilty Gear legs. Let's try that again. It's just like bad enough, the latency, to where like it throws off my inputs. Which is not something I usually say about this game. It's just an unfortunate reality of this particular match. Also, I'm still figuring out what to do. One more again. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. What's the word? That move. That goes under a lot. Terrible. Man, I've never seen a Jacko. I mean, even like I don't think this is just. Yeah, I'm going down. This is. I don't even feel like this is as much. I don't remember how to play this game as like I don't think I've seen a Jacko played at that level before. Also, so I'd say
Move on to the next war.
I know that's what she does. I know that's what she can do. But that low move, I don't think I've seen really anybody else use. Oh, there's nobody here. There's some people here. Okay.
Are you ready?
But we shall see. Because I still feel like I'm kind of remembering how the game is played compared to like the more combo heavy Dems fighting herds I was just playing. Now that that's like once again I'm not trying to make excuses. It really does feel a little bit different. Like I thought it was more similar than it is. It's like I find myself like trying to do TFH things. It's like no. No, I don't think that's good. That's very like it's not like good gamer spirit, if you will. I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. Come on. Wow, that was kind of stylish, I gotta say. That must have it. Wow. Ah, I hate it. It's like I expect things to react faster than they do, and then I get surprised when they don't. Ooh, waiting for that.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1.
Feels bad. I don't remember how to burst. Is it this? Okay. I thought I pressed that at one point, but it didn't happen. Dust. Not safe. God. This was a bad idea. I'm gonna get knocked down to 7. I don't even know how to warm up though. I just get in there. Like that's my problem. I'm stupid. Yeah, level 10's a warm up. Don't ever give up. Alright, redeem myself a little bit. Thank you.
Are you ready?
Leo, White Fang.
Mankind knew that they
I'm scared when I see checking the opponent's connection. I'm like, oh, buddy.
reflected on themselves. They blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
Magic. Wolf.
Giovanna versus Leo. Duel 1.
Ah. Got on my attention gauge. I did last time. I didn't this time. Not good.
Duel 1.
That move is really not as fast as I feel like it should be. It's like that's my only real wake up. It's the wake up super. Oh, I had him. This is gonna turn to those like 2-1 knights. It's really bad. I'm still gonna get thrown out if I keep doing that.
Duel 1.
I counter two. Okay, you didn't do it 3 times. Not always. Oh, come on! That was... I think I made the right decision, I just didn't get close enough to it. So it went. And then he does it. Ah, so irritating. Well, yep, down to 7. This is just how it's going to be every time. Start the stream down to 7, eventually crawl my way back up to 9, and then the next week it happens again. Down to 7, crawl my way back to 9. Sit down. Like, that's how I warm up. I just get beaten. Matchmaking, ladies and gentlemen. The sad thing is, this is like one of the better games for it. It's just not an easy thing to do. Nobody's really quite figured it out, I feel like. I don't think I've seen a Nagoriyuki player in weeks. I can never remember his name. It doesn't do as much of damage as I remember it doing before. I know he's doing it. I don't know why I don't just block it. Terrible.
Duel 1.
遅いです。すみません。行きます。スムーズに。シュッと安息。遅いです。すみません。すみません。行きます。重いですよ。行きます。すみません。遅いです。ちょっといいですか？行きます。遅いです。
Food fight indeed.
ここはイグアスじゃないんだよ。
Well, I barely won in 7. Good stuff. I guess I belong here. This was a day. Man.
Are you ready?
I know. I know. It's not like this is gonna be like a big money maker. Like I was looking at you know what I was making from like things other than super chats, and it was literally like 50 cents. And I was like, okay, this isn't gonna be anything.
遅いです。
At least not anytime soon. Wow, you can block after that pretty good.
Mankind. Duel 1.
I'm still like leering over the delay too. That's crazy. Well, the good thing is now I don't have to worry about like playing Endwalker or not playing Endwalker while my dad's in town, because he was going to be in town for the first 2 days, like on the 19th and the 20th. But now that's not going to be Endwalker time, so. Yes, positives. Find the silver linings. That was good. He was anticipating the punch. He was coming out.
です。上です。遅いです。
This isn't gonna hit. That knee, man, that comes out.
ダメ。ここはイグアスじゃないんだよ。
Duel 1.
シュッと。遅いです。すみません。重いですよ。
That was bizarre. That was a little back normal. Oh, that throw, man.
遅いです。遅いです。遅いです。すみませんね。
Oh, that was too much. Didn't think it could fall out that fast.
重いです。
Oh, that goes up a little bit. Really doesn't take a many hits to like do a lot of damage.
重いです。
Oh, close. Alright, I get to go back up. Let's do it. I feel like 8 is a good spot for me, at least for now, while I'm feeling warmed up properly.
Move on to the next war. Welcome.
Network. Why you error? Let's see what's going on. Oh, I can't. Right. If I move the mouse in this game, it gets very unhappy with me.
Are you ready?
Oh, potato. Here we go. You excited for this being the final stream? That is, we're going to be 3 hours apart.
Change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. Heaven or hell. ことを考えろ。
かっこいい。
Yep.
Versus champion. Duel 1.
What is this character again? How does he work? That's right, don't ever jump. I forgot about that. Oh my god, I'm dead. Try it again. Gotta lead with the foot. How about?
行きます
You will fear my fists, sir.
遅いです行きます
Wow, that was very intense. I don't know what happened, but I'll take it. This is gonna work. Nope. Fear the fist! It's coming! It's coming right out! Can't do anything about it. Potemkin does not have any tools against.
ここはいい具合じゃないんだよ
That's not true. He probably does, but they made it so much better. I remember the last time I played this game was right after that update went out that rebalanced the characters, and they just made that side A for everybody just so much better. And I think that gave Potemkin some problems that he didn't have before. Wow. That's it. There's enough startup where he can do that if he's in my face. And that's a lot of damage to take. Ooh. No way! Yeah. Nothing. Let's do it, the decider. That's it. Ooh, I did not think that would do it. I was like, okay, how much is he gonna have left? One hit? Two hits? Alright. That's it. That was a big damage too. It wouldn't have taken much, but he did something like that. That was good. Man, the punch? Oh my god. That's it. Yeah, Potemkin is rough. And I was just finished saying like how much better they made the punch. And it is better, but you know, it's not like the end all be all. It's not gonna win every match. That's just not how anything works.
Are you ready?
Alright, Kai Kisuke.
Duel 1.
Fight.
重いです。行きます。
Oh, that was good. Oh, he has an install now. I forgot about that. Kai's dragon install. That low. That was bad.
またいつでもお会いいたします。
Let's try again.
Duel 1.
通りませんね。すみません。遅いです。遅いです。
Too high. Man. That's like his signature move, so of course it's gonna be like really good.
行きます。行きます。重いです。行きます。行きます。
I don't know if there's gonna be enough.
やった。
Wow. That was really good use of that mechanic, whatever it is. I didn't know it could let you go right into a block.
今回は私の勝利ですね。
It's getting bad again.
Duel 1.
ダメです。
ここだ。ここまでです。
すみません。いいです。あらな。狙います。
下で。
How did he know it was gonna do that right back? That weirded me out.
命令です。
ここからだ。
Terrible. Too predictable. I always follow up with that. It's too good.
重いです見ません重いです
It's frustrating, but I was doing enough damage when I was getting in there that it was okay. Okay, go through that.
見ません
Just kick. Just throw your foot out. He's jumping too. It's fine.
いい勝負でした
Ah. Terrible. Oh my god.
Move on to the next war. Welcome.
He wasn't better than me. That's what irritates me.
Are you ready?
Chip player. Some people are. I'll get that. I don't need to be at the top levels. I just want to be able to compete. I just want to be able to play at that level a little bit. You know? Online. I'm not talking about going to tournaments, you know? Alpha Blade. It's a cool move, but kicks. That goes farther than I thought it would. Banana squish. Oh no. He got sent down. Or maybe not, I don't know.
Are you ready?
Let's do it. Oh, he did get sent down. He was assigned 6, but he's staying here anyway. It's like, okay. Good for you. Wow, that's such a good super. It could be the mode of attack, and it's still. Oh man, it still comes out. Not quick. I hit a button and that was a mistake. Oh, this was a good idea. That's a good chip player. I admit. I know. I can't. If I change it, I'll have to end the stream. I'm gonna change it after, so it'll say Them's Fighting Hurts and Guilty Gear Strive.
Mankind
If someone says, "Hey, where are the ungulates?" I'll go back, but I don't know if that's in demand necessarily. Oh man, those other super. That was enough. Do you want me to go back? Now you gotta be honest with me. Actually, no. Never mind. That was good. Oh, come on. I don't think it's gonna work. Kind of, but not really. That super is so good. Ridiculous. Yeah, Strive is pretty great. I want to say it's, well, I guess Melty Blood counts now because it came out, and it's a remake. It's not a new game. Strive is a new game. I was gonna say I feel like Strive is the only new fighter that came out this year, but technically Melty Blood is also new, even though it's a remake. I mean, it's a pretty substantial remake. Yeah, the counters all like this game. It's funny. This game was like Arc System Works doubling down on like the casual market, from like spectacle and just like relatively simple mechanics. And I think that game did this game, that decision did this game very well. Even though technically it's not as like difficult or like deep as Xrd, it's a very popular title. It's sold well, but like it's still, I would argue it's still a very good return. But I'm not one to ask, you know. Once E3 becomes a thing again, we'll know for sure. But who knows when that'll be? Oh wow, that's a pretty good combo. One back. Not as exciting, but it looks nice. I mean, it works, I should say. Skitters! Hi, Becky, what are you doing? Hi, bud. Having a snack. Being a bug. Hi, Squeaky. He's a good chip, though. I don't think I've seen a better chip player in this game. So good on him. for sticking it out. Play your Chip. I used to play Chip. I shouldn't say like anything bad because Chip was one of the characters that I made in XR before Jam came out, and before like I fell in love with Giovanna. Like it would have been Chip for me too in this game. Hi Becky. Hey Becky. Becky. Hey Becky. And I'm sure I say it every time I play this game, but if Jam does come out, I'm gonna have a difficult decision to make. Hi Squeaky! Oh, you wanna come hang out, but America's here. I'm sorry, Becky. Can't hang out right now. Sorry, Buggerboo. I always feel bad because she like gets up on the armrest and is kind of looking around, and she looks at America, and she just kind of stares for a minute and then jumps down. I'm like, oh, sorry, Becky. Sorry, Squeaky. Yeah, you're a Mauer. Just being a bug. What a bug. Still waiting, right? Yeah, looks like it. Ooh. Came to say hello. Now I got an Eno player. Blocks with face. Not the most effective, but I get it.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Man, I named my profile in this game when I was still on Twitch. That's why my handle in this game is Scuderia. But I probably should switch it to my Steam one or like my YouTube channel maybe. If I can. I don't know if it's one of those where like you're stuck with it once you've got it. Ooh, that was good. This is not gonna work. This is weird what happened. Alright, I'll take it. Kick goes surprisingly far. I can't believe I hit. I was gonna say I have a tendency to answer supers with supers, but it's not always a good idea. Especially when it's predictable, which it was. I was like, I'm realizing I'm doing this out of habit, and I shouldn't. But it worked that time, and I couldn't believe it.
So instead of a fight, duel one.
ダメですすみません重いですよできます2回目いきます
Ah, I missed it.
遅いです
It was funny, I was reading my Korra Digest yesterday, and someone made a comment, or the question was asked, what animals are larger than people think they are? And the answer that the person gave was a wolf. And, like, people were showing pictures like, this is what some people think a wolf is, but this is actually a coyote. Or, like, some people think this is a wolf, but this is actually a breed of dog. And then he showed a picture of a wolf, and it's this gigantic monster, like, this is a wolf. And it showed it next to a person's head, and the wolf's head was, like, 1.5 times the size of a person's head. And I think about that in context of Giovanna. I feel like her wolf is too small. I guess it's about right.
ダメ。ここはイグアスじゃないんだよ。
I guess looking at with them sitting next to one another, that looks about right. Oh, I'm back to 8. Okay, cool.
Move on to the next war.
Wolves are large. There was a they showed this video of excuse me, of like a wolf chasing a dog, and the wolf was like twice the dog's size. It wasn't like a little dog either. It was a pretty decent, you know, like I guess you might call it like a collie. I mean, dogs are bred from wolves, so, but dogs are smaller. Like, I thought wolves were roughly the same size as Siberian Huskies, but no, they're bigger. So I'm just like, huh. It's kind of scary looking at them, like just looking at pictures, like this is a wolf, this is a wolf, like pretty scary. What was that? -1.
Are you ready?
Alright. Axel, wow! I have yet to see a person play Axel. This is the character that Max wants removed from the game. Let's see what happens. It's pretty wild. Axel's weird. He's the only ranged character in this game that's like, I want you to be far away from me. That's how I work. What do they call them? A zoner. Zoners are in fighting games. That's the term for players that are characters that like to be at long range. Huh. That was odd. I was kind of looking forward to that. Well, never mind. Here we go. Something's happening.
Are you ready?
I mean, they were at one time. That's how we have dogs. But I'll say something I say about a lot of like wild animals as pets. It's not a good idea. Like animals that have been kept in captivity for like generations, even they can still be dangerous to their handlers and just like caretakers or care providers. But like a cat or a dog or a rabbit or like even a horse isn't going to get angry at you and then maul you. Like that's just not something that happens. Like they're like used to being around people all the time. Like there's not that instinct, you know. Yeah. I don't know how bad it gets. Maybe it's bad. I know cats can get feral and they'll attack and they can get pretty like it can get pretty bad, but I don't think it's like what I would describe as being mauled. Like you're sent to the hospital because of what this animal did to you. Like I could be wrong though. Like I know, you know, like every cat I've ever had, if they've been upset with me, like maybe they'll bite me or maybe they'll scratch me or hiss at me or like just, but most of the time what they do is move away from you and then just sit down somewhere else. Because they're not gonna like, they realize that you are there to take care of them and that this is normal and that you're like family. It's not like, you know, well, this person's feeding me, but I don't trust, like, or this person is providing food now, but I'm never gonna trust this person, you know? Like, if I feel like this thing could turn at any minute, and I gotta be ready to like kill this thing if I have to, and it's like, I don't know, that might be extreme too, but that's just kind of how I see like the prospect of keeping a wild animal as a pet. It's just not a good idea. Because that's not the life they're used to. But, you know, someone had to get the idea sometime, because that's how we have domesticated animals in the first place. Like, I have no idea how cats came to be. Like, that's one that blows my mind, because I mean, I can understand the story of wolves. Like, okay, they want to exchange a little you know, independence for safety and food. And they're already kind of pack animals, so they're used to working with one another. And I don't know what's going on here. So, you know, over time, they get smaller. Yeah. That's one thing I'll never like comprehend. You know, you'll see some like big cat videos at reserves, and sometimes they act like domesticated cats, and it's just the craziest thing. But like, I don't know. Like, I hear enough stories. Now, occasionally it works out okay. I don't know. Like, there's a story of like these guys that were taking care of a mountain lion, and then they had to release him. And then they went back years later, and it turns out the lion remembered them and was friendly with them. It's just like, wow, that's crazy. But, you know, I see that more as an exception than the rule. So it's just like, man, I feel like we've been food fighting all night. This is not the same, you know, this is a different player. This one is very mobile and scary. But this can work. You might be right, but that size is enough to where, like, if the big cats do what the small cats do to you, it's not going to end well for you. And maybe that's the difference, but I don't know how they got to be small enough to where we could just, you know, keep them in our homes and not, like, have to worry, you know? Right, it's slow. Wolves are pack animals. I lost that trait. It's kind of messed up. Oh, I thought I had it, but no. Man, that was close. Yeah, I once watched a documentary on cats called The Lion in the Bedroom, and it basically talked about how they act like lions. It's very funny. But it kind of reiterated the whole, like, don't let cats outside. They're not good for the environment. Yeah, I heard of one theory about cats that it's amazing. Like, it just goes from like I'm doing really good to I'm doing really bad. That's funny that dogs, that this idea that dogs have always been domesticated, that's possible too. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. Ooh, very tense. Oh, that's such a good move. That was terrible. That was absolute garbage. Garbage. That's what that was. No good. Man, that took the wind right out of my sails. I hated that last round. It would like, it was so bad. It was so bad. I just feel awful. Man. What am I gonna do though? Like, there's only 25 minutes left. Yeah, just call it. I don't know. It's bad. Like, I was so excited to be playing fighting games again when I started streaming, but like, I'm almost considering renaming Fighter Fridays to something that's more inclusive, where I'm just like, sometimes I don't feel like playing fighting games. I'll just do something else, but like, I don't know. I don't want to put them down because things happen and I get excited about things happening. And it is November, so there might be some exciting things happening. And they just haven't been announced yet. I know Street Fighter just hit their like 6 millionth sale, so they might do something. But yeah, that's probably what I should do. Like, I try to get all like, what's the word? Rigid and like structured, and it really just ends up like biting me. So I'm just like, yeah, I should just play whatever. Be like Game Grumps, just like put on whatever. I wish I had someone to talk to, like someone like on, like not to say that like you've been with me for like the whole time I've been doing this, and I really appreciate it. But I mean like someone I'm playing, someone who's like here and I'm playing with. Or like someone that I can watch play sometimes, you know? Like especially on points where I'm just like, alright, I'm over this, you know? But like unlike Game Grumps, I don't know that like, I'm not gonna let myself get really angry, or at least I'll try not to, because I don't like that feeling like that. I don't think Aaron does either, honestly. Aaron Hansen, who's one of the hosts of Game Grumps. But like, I wonder like how he feels about it, honestly. He probably is okay with it, maybe. I hope. I hope so. They've been doing it for so many years. Sometimes he gets like really upset, and like I wonder if it isn't taking a toll on him, you know, like emotionally. And I'm thankful that like you guys are like, you should not do this, and I'm kind of like. I'm just kind of like, soul bad guy. Yeah, right back at you, buddy. All you did was block. This would be the weirdest Fighter Friday ever. It's actually funny, the very first Fighter Friday I did, I switched games in the middle to Strive. But like, this would be switching games twice, and one of them just not a fighting game anymore. I'm like, no, I think I'm good.
急いで飛びますって
It did work. I thought he could block after a backdash. It's almost like we're bumping fists at the beginning of the match. It's just fun for me. Wow, I lost a lot of health already. Oh, that hurts so much. I don't know why that didn't hit. Oh, he went to 9? Yeah, I guess he's good enough for that. Why not? Well, what dungeon would you want to see? Like if I were to fire up 14, that's a lot of waiting though, because I gotta log on, and I gotta like get in the player queue, and then I gotta get in the dungeon queue. This might be 20 minutes just there, but you can try it if you really want to. You know what I thought about, and I might do this next week. Age of Empires 4 came out. And I thought, if that's going to be anything, it could either be... Right. Huh. See the twirl. I'm going to fish for a little bit, at least. Fishing in hell. Oh, I don't have any money? Wow. I just assumed I got lots of money playing online, but I guess you don't. Huh. I'm not too worried about it. Alright. That's crazy. Let me see if I can change my name. Profile. Wait. Yeah, but it's not about the avatar. It's about, like, my name. I wonder if that's something I might be able to not change, maybe? Battle settings? No. Oh yeah, characters that don't even have unlocked. They're like 0. Oh, I can edit it. Okay, let's do this. Alright, what did you... Should I do Leo Empire, like the channel, or should I do ball lightning like the Steam account. Okay, let's do Leo Empire. Okay, cool. And I get to pick which badge I want. That's cool. Hey, Colton. Come on the side floor. Character specific and then others? I guess there's no others, huh? So which badges do I currently display? I guess it would be assigned floor, character level, total wins, and then what floor I'm on? Okay. Well, I think the floor I'm assigned is obvious because I'm on it. Character level's fine, I guess. Like that 30-70, the win ratio. I have a 225 win streak? That's crazy. Oh, these are ones I don't have yet. Excuse me. I have yet to play an, or I'm sorry, I've yet to be an Axel. I'm pretty sure I've yet to play an Axel though. It's kind of wild. Okay, I'm gonna go with the win streak. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Cool. It is the weekend. It certainly is the weekend. Even though I'm going to my regular job tomorrow for overtime, it is the weekend. Whew. 606 wins. We did the arcade mode before. It won't be long. It'll just be for like a couple of hours. Probably till like maybe for 3 hours, like 7 to 11 maybe. I'm still not certain how long I want to stay. Just like I was gonna kind of go until it was time to look at, you know, roleplay, but oh, because from the character select screen, the hawk flies, or the eagle flies out the window and then flies through the loading screen, and then we get to the location for the battle. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, just like before, I like being done in the morning.
行きます
I mean, that's no different whether it's Amazon or Carvana. Thankfully, at Carvana,
無用心ですね
the overtime has always been like early morning to like early afternoon, and then they like call it. Man, the computer really isn't that strong compared to players.
あまりこういうのならない
Even this max difficulty computer isn't. I don't feel like it's showing off Alex very well.
ちょっといいです 例です行きます 行きます
Same end to the last round. What were you saying? Or- Oh, there's an achievement for that.
ここは
That's
いい
funny.
クラスじゃないんだよ
But there's actually an offer going on with Amazon this weekend, or rather until Tuesday. Oh dear. All right. I mean, that's considered griefing, isn't it? I mean, it's a reportable offense, so I hope they get in trouble. Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do stuff like that. Well, I mean, you can't punish someone for being bad at the game, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know why now all of a sudden I have some money. It's not a lot, but let's get the guarantee. It is Odachi Color Wall. And that was it. Okay. Yeah, there's an offer that Amazon's doing that if you finish 2 blocks between this period, this weekend, and thereabouts, then they give you an extra $50. So I'm like, I'm really considering it, but I don't know when I'm gonna find the time for it because tomorrow's pretty booked. I'm gonna try and get my registration done in addition to working those hours, and I guess I don't have to worry about roleplay anymore if I'm gonna cancel that. But I still hate that they did that so last minute. Now I feel like I'm doing stuff last minute as a response, but it really will be nice doing that as a like actual long form instead of just like doing it in chat. Do I want to watch the story? I'm like, there's 8 minutes. I think I'm just gonna call it. Because that way I can kind of get to all this other stuff that this delay has caused me to want to do. I almost wish I didn't know about it, because then it's like, that's been on my mind all night. But, yeah. Alright, well, thank you all for coming by. Sorry, this has been a weird one. Like, we started with them as Fightin Herds, and then we came to Strive. And then it's just like... I'm gonna figure something out for next week, or when I come back from hiatus. Or when I come back from my 2-week break while my family's in town. And we'll figure out either a rebranding of Friday, or just try to be more inclusive about what it means to like play fighting games, but like when I don't necessarily get all over like the idea of playing online. Sometimes I do, and it's exciting and it's fun, and sometimes it's really invigorating, but sometimes it's just not. And I don't know if I want to force it. You know, you shouldn't want. I mean, especially as like this kind of side hobby thing that's going. Like this isn't going to be. This is probably never going to be a profession. It's just like doing it to hang out with people. So I want to be enjoying myself more. Is frankly where I'm going with that. So yeah, we'll figure it out. And by the time we get in, it's true. I really do, or you really do, I guess, as the player. But once we get to, and I'll tell you the date again as soon as I see it here. Once we get to the 26th, we'll have this hopefully more figured out. But yeah, next week on the 8th, we will hopefully finish Final Fantasy II. I feel like I say that every week. On the 10th, we'll continue Bravely Default. And the 12th is starting the break. So the 12th, the 15th, the 17th, and the 19th, there will be no stream. And then we will resume on the 22nd with hopefully Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Or we'll continue Final Fantasy II because that game is just going to be what we play for the rest of our lives. And then 24th, we'll probably be still in Bravely Default. I imagine we'll be into Bravely Default into 2022. That just seems like a long game that I'm playing very slowly. So yeah, if we do stick to fighting games and nothing else comes along, the 26th will likely be Melty Blood, but we'll see. Maybe, and I was saying this earlier, like Age of Empires 4 came out, and I wanted to play it, and that might be a chance. I mean, it's a game where like people fight wars. That fits Fighter Fridays, right? I'll probably do the story mode, though. I probably won't go online because like there's one like competitive franchise or competitive genre I am terrible at. It is RTS. That's like MOBA or yeah. I'm just not good at that. I much prefer like either one-on-one or like turn-based strategy, what have you, where I can like chill and not like, you know, not be tense, or I'll be tense for like 90 seconds and not for like 20 minutes, you know. So that's a big one for me. But the stories for Age of Empires are nice. Like I haven't finished all the stories that are available for the earlier one. That's part of what's kind of kept me back from like really diving into the new one. But I think if we play a few maps of Age of Empires 4, that might be a nice thing for a Fighter Friday. I don't know. Just a thought. Let me know what y'all think in the comments or on like whatever. Yeah. That's a thought I had. Also, there's when beat 'em ups. I know when Ninja Turtles comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And that will hopefully be online co-op, so that might be something people could join me on. That would be pretty fun. I don't know when that's coming out, but it's going to come out sometime. So that's exciting. That's pretty much it. So anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thanks so much for coming. And Monday, or possibly Sunday if we find some time. I don't know, but I will. But fair winds in your travels. Friday could even become a Metroid day for how I'm feeling tonight. But yeah. Bye-bye.